Okay, good evening, everybody. Oh Christ, I've got chats here. Hang on, I've got this thing open in my browser. There we go. Hi, so I've been trying to buy an artificial game, VoD, and have a code ready if you'd like to try it. So the work in progress, I could just report in chat. Well, my day's been alright, I suppose, so far. Yeah, it's been a bit quiet. Yeah, if you want to DM me that game, yeah, I'd happily take a look at it. So, what was I doing? So, yes, I'm currently making a dungeon crawler. So, up until now, I was working on rendering the enemies, their sprites, health bars. So if we open this enemy test, it's worse with thanks, I'll take a look at it after stream then. Have this thing built. Yeah, Godot's being slow. Don't know why it's so temperamental. So what's been done so far, you can damage it, health bar, as its health bar sort of what's the word? It updates with damages, and we're currently trying to do this cycle sprite thing. If you click it, it basically updates the sprite and resizes it so it works with the enemy display. So I'm working on also groups of enemies. So how I'm organizing a sort of enemy battle is that I'm going to take some trial and error. Well, pretty much everything in programming takes trial and error. You know, don't be too hard on yourself on that. Everyone's like that. So yeah, we have enemies are split up into groups. Now each group is an enemy of the same type and same level. So say watermelon level 4, and there's 3 of them. Well, there's actually 7. And then these are organised into a front row and a back row battle scene. So yeah, there'd be up to 5 of these for each row, and I was planning on having the party attack either a single target, a group, a row, or a full AoE. So where was I doing? Oh yes. So one of the problems that I have is, of course, these things are just placeholder sprites. So just screw up my monitor. Yeah, move that. So you can see that this sprite here is 150 by 150. This other thing, double click, that I downloaded from OpenGameArt, this is 582 by 691, and then this other watermelon is. So yeah, I'm finding them all over the place now. A normal person would have resized themselves, would have resized them and then put them in, but no, I have to be different, and I'm going to write code to make it so this sprite is always scaled so it's the same height, not necessarily the same width, but most sprite files are sort of square, so I don't know. Right, so we are in enemy scene. Here we go. So as you can see, this sprite here scales bad. It's like -0.2. I like your sprite design. Thing is, I didn't design those sprites. So these are the fan things for Hololive. This I found in OpenGameArt. I called it Square Thing, but it was something else. Someone who's Word. I wanted to see if that code I whispered to you would actually work. I just need someone to give it a test. Hang on. So I'm on my. Wait, hang on. Sorry, I don't have my Twitch thing open. Hang on, I'll put this on here. I'll disable advanced scene switching, and I'll take a look at your. I'll open Twitch.tv. And I'll see if I can drag it onto this monitor. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put it up in Notepad++. On this other, yes. So if I drag Notepad++ onto this monitor, make sure there's nothing. Yeah, it's just old stuff and texturized files. Open up a new one. It's a little bit names, but I would like to use it as a game void. Oh, okay. This is. It is also a defined variable. Sorry. Yeah, the thing is, you whispered it, and it took out all the commenting. No, it took out the new lines. So I'm gonna have to do this myself. Define logical expressions expr1 equals not dot exists. So I'm assuming this is Python, right? That out. Language, Python, where are you? Simply is the terminal to be used here. Okay. Define x1, x2 equals symbols. I can't say I'm familiar with simply. Hang on, I'll Simpi. It's a terminal, and there's a symbols method. So I'm guessing that this would split it by the spaces and then put it by itself. Okay. Yeah, so it's just used for expressions. Okay. So expression 1 would be. So if you run this code, because I'm fairly sure that there are online Python interpreters that you can just plonk it in and. So let's just say what you're trying to use it for. I want to see if that code would actually work. Okay. So not exists. So this. I'm guessing that this not is a inverts it, makes true, false, and vice versa. Exists x2, and x2 is in the set of x1. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, I'm sorry, look, I'm not familiar with this. I think... The thing is, I don't know what these things represent by symbols. I'm guessing that... Are they strings of x1? Or what? So... If x2 is in the set of x1, but x1's a string, but if a string's within another string, so this would be, so that this exists equals false, so not would set it to true. I'm guessing that's what it means. x1 and x2 is in set x1, so this is false. And well, we can ignore this because this is false, and then yeah, it's turned out to false. It's a Rayo's number that says 0.00010 micrograms is the mass unit that's being used. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just trying to look up on the look up online what this symbols thing actually does. Because it's such a huge number of micrograms or so small, I figured it would be ideal for a void. Artificial game. Oh! Build an artificial game void. You mean like a sort of Minecraft thing, an out of bounds area, or? Look, I'm really sorry, but I'm not. I mean, if you want to run it yourself, there's okay. So. Hang on. Symbolic mathematics in Python. Look. Look, I flunked. Well, I wouldn't say I flunked maths, but the highest I've done is A level, which is. I'm not sure what that is in American things, but yeah, I stopped at 80 and I've kind of forgot most of it. So yeah, my specialty is in data science. So. Symbolic mathematics, that's new to me, so I'm really sorry, but you're asking the wrong person to see if this code, says what it should do. What I can recommend is sort of set up a sort of virtual environment. It's very complex, not worth understanding. Okay, I'll take your word for it. What I can recommend is set up a very bog standard Python environment, say in Visual Studio Code. I'll put on advanced scene, switch it back on. Like sort of IDE, install whatever Python things you have and just run the script and then just see what happens. Because a lot of program development, like as you've said, it's trial and error. And the quickest way to do it is just, well, do it and see what comes out. I mean, that's probably the best advice I can give you, given my lack of knowledge of that area. So yeah, my apologies for not being more helpful. Wish I could, but unfortunately that's the way things are. So if you'll allow me to get back to, so where were we? Oh yes, so I want to set scales of this sprite so that they're the same thing. So if we put square thing into here, you'll see that it's the size is all buggered up. If you have any kind of virtual environments available, I'll be thankful if you have time to test it out. Thing is, hang on. I'm fairly sure that there's a virtual environment online that you can. I know C# has .NET Fiddle. Python. And if hang on, let's see. Back to where am I? Oh. Not on this. Blah blah. So it's Simpi that's we want to. Simpi, pip install Simpi, and then if we run it on online Python, so would say that it can't find Simpi, yeah. Or okay, oh right. God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, look, all of my virtual environments, they're expressly configured for, data science projects and all that, and unfortunately, making a new one, even in VS Code, would take a while. And, obviously, I do want to get to work on, the game development, so yeah, I'm awfully sorry that can't be of more help. Right, where were we? Scale on there. So, this is our enemy script. So, I think we might want to add another script here to represent the actual script, and that would handle the I can come back later when you have time. Okay. Well, I mean, I have your code as a DM anyways, so, after stream I'll see what I can do, if I do have time, and then I can DM you what happened with the code, really. I'll let you get back to coding. No. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for chatting with me. Where am I? Ah, yes. I'm thinking that I might want to make another script here that handles specifically the resizing thing, so I don't have to put it in the any thing. Cohesion. Feel free to DM and let me know what sounds. Okay, thank you. Thanks, will do. Yeah. It's just setting up a whole environment's a bit of a pain in that. What am I brain fart? I want scripts. I don't want sprite. We'll call it enemy sprite resize. Well, no, enemy sprites. Just call it that. So we're in VS Code now. Well, obviously we'll want a target size. Yes, we want a target size. In pixels, so we'll want a vector2 integer. Target size. Let's set. This is one thing that I really love and use. Really love, as opposed to Unity, you can export properties. So if I build it, and then if I go into enemy sprite, it should show the whatchamacallit. It didn't. Okay, I might want to run it. I might need to run it. Okay, we run that. Ah, yes, here we go. So yeah, you can export properties. That's something you can't do in Unity, which I love. So let's see here. So this is a texture 2D animation region. No, I don't want that. I want a Kotori. Set its scale to 1 by 1. So yeah, this is 150 by 150, and then what should the target sprite size be? Because I'm gonna put it on. I know that really ultra high def monitors are a thing, but on the other hand, I'm not. This isn't really a mega graphics AAA game by virtue of using sprites in the first place. My apologies to Supergiant Games. Okay, we'll have a placeholder's texture, and I'm guessing that you can. Ah, yeah, you can set the size by yourself. So we'll play it safe and give it the old 256 by 256. Then we can position it. So that's in the whatchamacallit, where are we? Damage, where are we? Health bar, there you are. I'll find you eventually. And just stick it about here. And then the damage number, this will be hidden. It's supposed to be hidden, but it hides on load anyways. Right. What am I doing? Question I ask myself a lot. Yeah, let's make the health bar a touch bigger. There you are, transform. So the width of that is 256. We'll call it 260, so it overhangs just a tiny bit. Size 24. I think we'll make it 32. Then we can just link it up a bit. Position should be -130, seems to be going from top left, and then let's just slightly put it back. There we go. So the rest of these need to be done as well. Yeah, I'll admit I haven't done much in the way of UI tutorials. Just had that basic bog standard welcome to Godot thing, and then I was left to fend for my own devices. Actually, yeah, we will make this 256, and then just have the background just jut out a bit. As was aiming from the beginning, so now it's 2 pixels, or rather 2 pixels on a 1080p monitor. 22 minus 4 is 28. Yep. Then we can... Is there a copy paste on here? You can't copy paste on... No, you can't copy paste the whole thing. You just individual things. So the damage and value... whatever. I'm doing both. So copy this. Copy paste the damage as well. Then we'll have this as 2 by 2. Except not, because they're children of the max thing and not... They're children of the red thing and not the background things, which means that these should be 0, 0. Remembering what you did. Remembering what you did, that's... Yeah, that looks alright. So, that little side quest over with. Let's go back to our target size. So, target size... I don't want to hard code it as 256, so we'll go to our sprite, target sprite 256 by 256. Okay. So it does inherit from sprite 2D, so the... Okay. Public void. Resize. Texture, that's what I want. Size? Texture dot get size? Get. Is this what I want? It's a vector 2. Returns texture size in pixels. Okay, so this thing does technically support fractional pixels. Okay. In which case we can just floor it. Can you floor a vector 2? Yes, yes you can. So we'll call this... Actually, no, because the texture size is the same. We just... bar base size will be our get size of the texture, and then we want to multiply it by... We want to multiply it so that the width is 256, so it doesn't overlap the health bar. So we want scale coefficient. Base size dot y divided by target size, or is it the other way around? In which case this shouldn't be a target size, it should be a target height. Yeah, we'll rename this just so future me doesn't get confused. No, I don't want a bloody print screen, you wazzock. Where's the... Yeah, the delete key on this laptop's a right bitch and a half. Right. So if our scale is 1.2, and if our target is 1, then we do that by 1. So no, it is the other way around. Target height divided by base sized y. Yeah, nice seat all redone. Our scale is shit. Yeah, okay. So transform dot transform. That's a. Oh, I don't think we're using Unity anymore, Toto. So yeah, it is a capital T. Scale. Scaled local. Can I set this as a property? So I should be able to set it. Or maybe not. Cannot be assigned to its read-only. Oh well, to the docks I go. So this is a 2D, so transform 2D. Oh, fuck's sake, the bloody video tube always. There we go. Minimise that, and there we go. None of those whatchamacallums. None of the actual UI, just my handsome, ghostly, whatever face. Yeah, we'll call it a face. Why not? Scaled. Returns a copy of the transform given transform given scale factor. This is not to given multiple with transform S removed. Global parent. No. A copy of the transform scaled by that. No, I want to set the scale directly. I don't want to multiply its scale from its original one. Although I suppose I could do it if I have to. Returns the scale. There isn't anything that seems to be. So yeah, I want to set the scale, or rather, or I could just set the scale to 1 and then do it. Yeah, I think I probably will have to. Optimized version of multiplying the given transform X with a corresponding scale transform S from the left. This is the... Okay. So... New T... Wait. New scale? Or, scale to apply? Equals our transform, which is scaled. That does return a copy. So if it's scaled by 1 over its scale, then it should become 1. I think. Oh, of course. Vector 2i dot 1 over scale. Divide each component of vector 2 by... Yeah, okay, that does what I think it does. So, transform dot scaled, and then we can chain it. I think. No, this is an integer. Or a struct, a single float, whatever you call it there. So instead, it would be vector 2.1 by this, I think. Okay, we'll print this, not print, it's gd.print if we're using C#. We'll print the scale, just so we're away. Instead of putting it in some var, we can just put it like this. This line seems like it's a very... I'm fairly sure that there's a way to set the scale directly, like you would over here. Like almost set the scale to 2, but there doesn't seem to... I mean, I've had a skim of the docs, and that's probably why I haven't found it. I've just had a skim. What's scale local? Is that a... No, it's the... It's the same as always. Okay. Um. Actually, yeah. Let's do it local. So if I want to change it later, I can just scale the enemy itself. Right. So that's transform plus that. So I think also the sprite does have its origin at the center, so I don't need to worry. I don't think I need to worry about repositioning it. So I think if I close this and go to our enemy, then actually, yeah, we'll put our okay, so that's that set up. Enemy sprite does inherit from sprite 2D. I think, is it sprites that we put in? No, I just... Oh, hang on. Closed it. It's texture, not sprites. Please tell me I can access... Yes, I can access texture. Dot texture equals data dot sprite, and then I put sprite in there, but Godot thinks what a sprite is different from what I think as a sprite is, and I have to set instead the sprites, the texture of the sprites to what I think is a sprite, and why not just throw out the whole thing and make my own engine from scratch? Okay. So I'll put in square thing instead of this. Now, set from enemy data from there. And our enemy test, it would set from the enemy data, new data 5, new enemy data, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's the enemy test scene. There's no trial and error. Yes. Actually, I'll just make this back to watermelon because... Oh, God. Okay. Enemy tests, yes. And that's like that because I haven't saved the enemy, even though I don't want to. What are you doing? What are you doing? Data is empty, which is correct. Now erase the texture, so we want We'll have 3, and then we'll choose each one. So we'll have our square thingy, our takodachi, and our watermelon. So if I was to test this, and then I can see what's broken once it builds. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Oh god. The thing is, there's nothing in the debugger. Oh, there's an output. 5. If there's no error message, this is the worst kind of wrong thing. See, there's a... Hang on. No, I want to play this scene, not the bloody main. So if I... Local sprite, there you go there. Why is it being called 3 times? That's odd behaviour because there's a... Wait, scale, that's a float, yes. So why is this being called 3 times? There's only one... VS Code wouldn't let me go to the reference. Yeah, he's referencing, it's a complete lie. Doesn't show you anything at all. What am I doing? Enemy test. Set from enemy data. And then it should resize. So sprite's texture is the data's sprite, which means that you'll take this enemy data object, then it's putting like that. Here's our new sprite. This is correct. Might be that the texture's wrong. Where's my bloody game window? Here you are. Yeah, one thing I don't like about Godot is that you can't see stuff in the in the editor like can in Unity. So if it was in Unity, I can just pause what's going on and then see exactly what's happened. But Godot that doesn't have that sort of functionality. Okay, so run and debug, play in editor. Now this should enter here, run the scene. Do have my breakpoint, and nothing's happened. Why is nothing happening? Still don't know why the this is being called 3 times and all. Except for enemy data. Okay, so that's that. Cycle sprites. New data equals that, and it takes it from the current sprite like that. And we set from the enemy data on there. So what on God's earth? It's calling it 3 times. One with a scale of 5, a normal with a scale of 5, a normal with a scale of 0. That's unless I have a... Oh, this is probably why. If I took this off, and took this off as well. See what happens? The thing is, this max energy for level, max health for level is think that's being called. Cycle sprite. Oh, okay. So our scale's 0. That's probably our reason. That's our that's why it's not showing. So target height over base height size dot y, but target height is. I didn't set it in the fucking I didn't set it in the bloody inspector because I set it as a vector 2i in the inspector, and there's a. So if I put this here, it's bloody 0. Why? 256. I don't want to call it target height pixels though, even though it is a. Oh, whatever. That's another thing I've had to learn quite a bit about in Godot. Everything's in pixels. Yeah, because Unity has their own units. I suppose that's why it's called Unity. I need a symbol. I need a symbol so I can go badumtish, but oh well. Right. So I run it again. And please bloody work. Not to this scene, but the enemy test scene, because I should probably write a Godot plugin so that if I call the run scene thing on a given scene, it'll say, hey, run this scene instead. You nana. There we go. I can't. Well, it didn't work first time because I forgot to set the thing, but yes. And if you take a look at the, if I shove this out the way, you can see that every time I click the sprite, it sets the scale automatically so that it's at or close to 256 by 256. There we go. That's very well done if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Right, so now that we've got our sprite plonking in out the way, I think we should do this, the group. Do it on the whole group level. So our enemy has our set from enemy data thing, and then our enemy group, because as I've said, each enemy group is going to be comprised of the same types of enemy, the same type of enemy, the same level of enemy. I might change it later so you can have, like, I don't know, a sort of... Because the thing is, if I say an enemy group, I think if I say enemy group, everyone just assumes that it's synonymous with party, but this game, they're two completely separate things. I don't know if you've played Mordor or the Depths of the Genol, but basically if you come across an enemy party, it has up to 4 groups, no rows or whatever, just 4 groups. And each group has something like, I don't know, 4 Gredland crawlers, 5 goblins, 2 orcs, that sort of thing. And your abilities could affect one enemy, one group, or the whole thing. So, for example, the fireball would attack 2 enemies in each group, or something like that. But that's where I just try to think that, yeah, okay, group and party aren't the same thing, whereas on first glance they are. It might be that underneath the code, you know, it's only like that underneath the code, and when people actually do play it, nobody, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't become a problem. But for coding it, yeah, it's I can understand if I'm trying to explain it to someone else, like say if I hand this project off to someone else, which is rather unlikely, but on the rare event it does, in the rare event it does happen, yeah, that might be a thing that I have to worry about. There's that. Right. Level. Right. One on. Oh yes, the scene. The. Not the scene. The enemy groups. This class here. Turn ASS back on because I was having a look. I was twitching. So you can see our enemy group here. You can see this. I've put in 7. I think that'll probably... I don't really see myself adding more than 7 guys to a group. It's a bit overkill. So I might want to move this up a touch, and then maybe I could sort of move the label just so that it's just above the uppermost health bar. Or I could do it like the Hordes in Shin Megami Tensei, where there's 1 health bar, but the Horde sort of thins out as you deal damage to it. Whereas underneath the hood, it's treated as just the 1 enemy, but the sprite, for lack of a better term, that changes so that there's less dudes in it as it loses health. I mean, it's an idea. I'm probably not gonna implement it because I've got the health bars, but because I've redone our health bar size, I'm going to need to reposition all these. Well, that's a good... hang on, enemy. So I want to... This damage number we can hide. Don't see myself having to do that. So I think the watermelon is either 0.32 or 0.37. I'm guessing 0.32. So if I set it for display purposes, if I set scale to... Oh god! 0.32, 32. Oh. Idamar is sketchy, it bloody are out. There we go. That might help if I'm positioning it. These things within the group. And it might... That's... No. I want to lock the bloody X. Right, enemies 2 and 3. Put down this bloody teacup so we can actually select the bloody nodes. Thing is, the tea's lukewarm. I've got myself in Okay, where's the bloody move widget? Or okay, I'm just gonna have to hold control and sort of eyeball it. Here's one eyeball. Like that. Enemy 6 and 7. And I might want to spread them out a touch as well. Or I just go the whole hog and then just have them in sort of a V formation. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of health bars, and then I think all the health bars are going to be a bit cluttered. So I might sort of... What if I made a sort of a composite health bar? That had them all lined up, but they're all in separate... It was like a separate thing. So you've got... hang on, let me open up Paint so I can just demonstrate. Bloody... Where's my tablet pen? I swear me bloody nans. So you've got your you've got, say, I don't know, 5 dudes, let's say. Then you have your... So, instead of each having their health bar and having to arrange them so that their health bars don't overlap, instead we make... Wait, I have a bloody box tool, let's bloody use it. We have one big health bar that's divided up into 5. So if I... Yeah, okay, we can... So... douche... Dish... Wash... Bang. Let's say if you... Make sure that these are actual lines so that the fill tool won't get the whole thing. F. I should have just opened Critter. I don't know why I opened Paint when I've got Critter installed, and that's the one that I actually do use for drawing. See, I tried making an actual line and I still balked it. Yes, I know it's green. Fuck you. So let's say if you damage this dude here, the second one from the left, instead of the whole health bar going down, instead this happens. Let me just here. Like that, so each other section would stay the same, but the corresponding thing for the other thing would that might be something for another but for now, hang on, let me just write it down in the notebook before I bloody forget, because I bloody find anything on this bloody desk. Swear down. Okay. Single health bar. Split into N. Right, that's written down, and let's do the actual thing that I actually wanted to do in the first bloody place. Okay. 7th enemy will, no, it's not, it's not 7th, it's the 6th one I want to reposition. So just space them out a touch. So instead of 110 pixels, we'll have it as 150. No, that's a bit excessive. 120. Or maybe it's not excessive enough. Because you can see, yeah, you can see these health bars are overlapping still. Yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's have it at 150 then. And then we'll set these out. Like I said, this, I probably want to get a sort of a playable, not really a demo, but sort of a playable build available, just so people can give feedback on it. And if they do give feedback on the, NAF UI placements, then I can make that a priority. Or if they actually do like this sort of V-shaped formation thing, and that, I suppose one pro of it is that I can bring, some based on that. Okay. So I just want to move this into viewport range just so I can take a screenshot and ping the Watermelon Twitter account. Yeah, there we go. Gotta get them impressions. Gotta do that grind. Okay. Right, so I think we can repurpose this enemy test scene into an enemy group test scene. Because if you do something to a group, then you might as well do it to each enemy, so you can test one and the same. So you want to know 2D. Call it enemy group. Where's our enemy group script? Enemy group. Here you are, yep. Little shit, there you are. Yeah, we'll put this at the top, and then our. So what we want to do is we want to work away, find out a way of positioning each enemy object, and then that if we are going, I suppose if we are going to do our combined health bar, then disable this and instead place it elsewhere. Fortunately, our resource bar, health bar, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's its own class, so I can just plonk it, clink it from here and plonk it over there. Yeah, I'm awful at that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, our enemy group we'll position it so it's in the middle. So what's 1920 by... Yeah, this is one thing that I do wish they put in. You can put sizes as relatives rather than absolutes, so you don't have to remember what your display port is. 1920 by 1080, and then try and work out what half of 1920 actually is, which is 940. No, 960. That's correct. And then this would be 960 by 540. Right. Okay, yeah, that is right in the middle. Right. But I probably should have tweeted that I was live. Oh well, I can do it tomorrow. What am I doing? I've had a complete brain past what I was doing. Right, so our enemy group has a script, yes. Which is right here. Why am I looking at me? The curse of having multiple monitors, you just don't know where anything is. I think for now, we'll export these just for testing purposes. And instead of having this as an enemy group, we want to put in the enemy group scene. Where is it? There you are. Blank it there. Get rid of this one. Yes. So yeah, we have our enemy group class above again. How long am I streaming? Just over an hour. Okay, I'm going to finish exporting these and then set them, and then I'm going to go make another cuppa. So these enemy objects, these are going to be created by the group in question. So actually, for now, we'll export them. And then just plonk them in there, and then on just make sure that on show enemies. So yeah, then it can just, instead of yeah. If I can spell properly. Right. If it's not null, then okay. That's where. Okay, so now we'll need to plonk our front group here. Because there's no exports, I'm going to have to run the bloody thing again, and then parameter common parent is null. What? English, please. And then I put them in there, and then it just instantly repositions itself to what am I talking about? Okay, this is going to be a drag. Okay, so I can't drag them in. Because why would you want to drag them in? Enemy 2, enemy 3, 4, 5, 6. Our size would be 7. Level, we'll call it 13. I do have a way to whatever. I suppose because I have a separate script for this, I'll probably want to put another script here, although that's just probably breaking everything up, and I'll have like a gajillion script files by the end. But at least we have cohesion, and that's all that bloody matters, said my computer science professor, and only my computer science professors. Okay. So I think we'd want to have some sort of separation. Or not. No, we do want separation. Was it? Oh yes, I want to make a... I need to make another cup of tea, and I need to refill my water because I am bloody parched. Loading C, not bloody send blender. Alright, see y'all soon. Okay. My apologies for that. I am now reloaded on T. And we can get back to making it so it will spawn as many watermelons as we require. For now, if I could probably have them in a... there we go. We'd probably have them in sort of a V shape, or we could... yeah, for now, we're going to put them in sort of a V shape, and then if it does... what was I lost my train of thought? If we are going with that alternate health bar arrangement, then we could... I don't know, arrange them in a sort of a bowling pin sort of formation. But for now, the V shape will do fine. So, if we go for a transform, where are you? Open the transform. Come on, Godot. Come on, Godot. There you go. So each delta will be 150 on the X and minus 30 on the Y. So, public vector 2, group member delta, position delta. I feel like I can come up with a better name for that. New vector 2, and that would be 150 by minus 30. There we go. That's saved. So, I reckon we want to position the enemies in this show enemies thing. Enemy level string equals that. The group size string. Okay. So we want our delta to be applied once to items 1 and 2, twice to 3 and 4. So if it's 0 like that, so we'll want... hang on. And we also want to flip X if it's odd. Yes. Odd. I and just 2 is equal to 1, then no wait. Base delta, base position delta equals I mod 2 is 1. No, yeah, if it's 0, then it would be group member position delta, or group member position delta multiplied by, well, flip it on the x-axis. Okay. Group member. Yeah, for some reason the rename function on VS Code is a bit temperamental. Press F2 and you enter a new one. It just doesn't do that. But if you preview all the changes and then do it, it just does it fine. But I mean, it's just a basic rename. We can easily do a control H for that. So if it's 0, we want to. Hang on, let me get a pen and paper. If it's 0, we want to multiply it by 0. If it's 1 or 2, then 1. Then 3 or 4 by 2. Then. Let me write this down. I feel ashamed that I can't do it in my head, but well, so our index positions, so we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So for 0 we want to multiply it by 0, 1 or 2 multiply it by 1, 3 or 4 we multiply it by 2, 3, 3, 4. Yes. So it would be floor. No, add 0.5 half. No, that can't be. Add 1, halve it, and then take the floor. Yeah. 0, add 1, half that, 0.5, floor, 0, 1, add 1, 2, halve it, 1.5, no, 1, floor, 2, add 1, 3, halve it, 1.5, floor, 1, 4, add 1, 5, halve it, 2.5, 4, 3. Yeah, okay, I think that's how you put it in. Okay. Well, pos coefficient equals I plus 1 divided by 2. And we wrap it up in a floor. I could floor it to int, but to be fair, why bother? Yeah. So, enemies, I, position. That is the local position. And then if you want to set global, you put global position. Whereas it's the other way around in Unity, position is global position and you put simple local position. So yeah, that's a pitfall I've fallen in. Of course, this is the wrong time for the cat to say hello. Aren't you? Yes, it is the wrong time. I'm in the middle of a stream, Cecil. I'm in the middle of a stream. You can't interrupt me like this. Go on the windowsill. Go on the windowsill, that's your favourite spot, and try not to bother me too much. There you go. Equals base position delta multiplied by pos coefficient. Why do I have another equal sign there? Okay. Set it from the enemy delta, and then we've set its sprites, and then we've set its base position, and then we've set its. Okay. So we'll. Hang on. Should I make it so that if there's more than the group size, then we Q3 it? I mean, okay. I'm going into here, be Dragon's territory here. So our enemy of group size. So instead of this, we put in if our no. No, I'm gonna have to set it as temporary. Bar TMP. Yeah, because if we put that in there, then this enemy thinks it's going to be null anyways. Then if it's less than our group size, oh no, I'm just making things more complicated than they have to be. Probably make it so that if there's not any if there are any enemy nodes that aren't in the enemy inventory, then we Q3 them? Or just set them to... you bloody idiot. You bloody idiot, Spirit Son. If I is greater than or equal to group size, and I know that actually we'll change that now. Then that lets me preload the scene with the maximum amount of enemies, and then you can just hide or show and hide as needed, so that we don't have to instantiate the objects on demand. I'm fairly sure object pooling is a thing in Godot like it is in Unity. I mean, logically it would be. Don't have to create new stuff on demand. That's a less load on the CPU. Although, to be fair, we're only creating, what, 10 or so at a time, so any change will probably not be noticeable, but good habit to get into, I suppose. I'm taking a look at this, and it doesn't look like there's something wrong with this. I know there's something wrong with this. There's always something wrong with everything. Right, so instead of enemy, we want an enemy group. And fucking brackets, you're not writing in Python anymore, you bloody nana. Fuck's sake. Oh. Yeah, that's better. I was this close to making the enemy group class implement IEnumerable, and that's just... I mean, that's just showing off. That's just waving your dick at, oh, look how good a programmer I am. Instead of, you know, actually making the fucking game. There we go. So, enemies dot. Wait, whoa, hang on. This enemy set from enemy data. That's in show enemies, isn't it? No. Yes, it is. Ah, that's what's wrong. I haven't, No. It's, Right, I think that's that. Just need to reset all of the variables. So I just need to build this and there we go. Right, so that's looking there, and then I can... Okay, so if I run this scene, hopefully they settle wire like this. Yep, there's a bug, of course there'd be an error. And that... Object reference not set to an instance thing. Are you seriously going to rub yourself onto the microphone? That's it. Sit down in my lap. Let me just get the headphone wire out from under you, and then... Come on. Get this headphone wire out from under you, right? Come on. Give me your back leg. There you go. You're fine. There we go. There, you can sit on my lap. You can sit on my lap now. Settle down, lads. Settle down, settle. There you go. Right, so, this enemy group, line 33. Thing is, if you don't click on this, it just doesn't, Why am I a complete idiot? Okay. So, I want to... Oh, fuck you. Fortunately, there's a solution. There we go. Reload. Wait, hang on, our enemies are set there, so why... Line 34, enemies I.show. If enemy... For fuck's sake, I meant to do that. Wait, so if I put that in there and instantiate that, and then there's the... Do I have to add it to the... No, do I have to add it as a child, or and then if enemies is null, then we instantiate one, but it's not null because I assigned them right here. Let's reload. Okay. There was something wrong with it after all. There's still something wrong. Same thing? Oh, here we go. Set from enemy data. Enemy.cs77. And because I've double clicked that, this is open now, and it's if I double click this, it should take me to the thing in the external editor, because I've set the external editor and the sprite.texture equals data.sprite. So the enemy data sprite hasn't been set. Either that or so such as enemy group and enemy 77. Sprite.texture data sprite, and then the enemy data we have is sprite. So this is being set. This is being set. But the fucking... There we go. Sprite detection for tensor sprite. So this was working, and then it doesn't seem to... Or maybe sprite hasn't been set because this is not ready. But that's not correct because... Oh no, because of this is on ready, not preload. I know if you want to quote unquote preload something in a damage zone, you're probably gonna have to. Oh no, no. That's not correct at all. Enemy data is that enemy test is the. So the sprite's null, not our whatchamacallit. So it still didn't show enemies. Aha, this is it. This is our problem. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of that and just pretend never happened, and instead just assume that all of our enemies are inside the which one? This thing should only process if it's visible, right? No, that's not how it works at all. So let's open it and oh yeah, it works. Okay. Damages aren't working. Which is probably... Hang on, so if I was to set our... So if our group size would be... Let's set our group size to be 3. Then our group level to be, I don't know, 8. Should change from LB04 to LB8. There we go. Okay. Also, if our level is above 100, it should display differently. Just want to double check that the code that I wrote for that's working. So it usually should say LV04, but if it's above 100, then it should say L551. I'm not sure. I think that might be a bit overkill, but on the other hand, I don't know. It's like that in the old school Pokemon games. That's my excuse. Yeah, no, it's my excuse. Didn't say it was a good one. Ah, yes, here we go. L group levels, L group level 0, 0. Group size is that, and if it's above 0, then above 1. That's what I want to put in. So, if our group size is just the one enemy, it shouldn't display our it shouldn't display instead of times 7. It should say, yeah, it should get rid of that times thing, because you don't really need to put up times 1. I mean, everyone can see it's just a one object. And I suppose if they die, we could, if each one dies, we can instead put times 6 or whatever. Also, this current font, yeah, it's fine on a grey background, but if we put it in the dungeon, it's not going to look all, what's the word, clear. We want to add in an outline, like so. Okay, that's slightly better, and I thought because this is a relatively light font, the outline would completely make it look bloody horrible, but no, it's actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. Okay. So the damaging, so for each enemy and enemies dot enemies, enemy dot adjust health. So why isn't get rid of that? So why is the adjust health only working on the other thing? That's what I want to know. If I click damage, it should damage all the enemies by 2000. But it's not doing that. I instead put it as that. Would it X? So we want enemies 2, which is the third enemy, which I believe is this one. Still nothing. Ah. Well, there's no error being shown, so oh God, excuse me. Oh, it seems right fucked up my throat. Okay, enemy adjust health, enemy adjust energy. Then what? This is being called, right? Or it's not. No. No, that can't be right. Can it? if I change the sprites and then damage them, no, still nothing. So, what's going on here? Unless... So no, setting from enemy health. Max health equals data max health per level. And what if we set its current health as well? I don't think. Okay. Because the only thing I can think of is that this set from enemy data is being called, and it's setting its current health to something over. Nope, that's not it. These I still don't have. Okay, this is completely and utterly stupid, but maybe this got reset. Nope. Binds to adjust health with calls it with a value of -2000. That switches. Yep. Enemy test. Adjust health on enemy test. They were bound wrong and all. Fucking hell. Here I was thinking I was just a shit programmer and just got the wrong blooming. No, I want to add not a bloody ball. Fuck off. No, this out. Remove. That's what I wanted. I was looking down here, but the thing to remove it was up there. Unbind signal arguments. God's surface that. -2000. Just enemy health. Yep. Cycle sprite. That's because cycle sprite was on the enemy testing anyway. So yeah, cycle sprite was. Added to the I lost my train of thought. Okay. Yes, we solved it, Cecil. Now this should. Boop, 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 beep. Okay. Instead, let's have it so we damage a random enemy. So, so this enemy group will want to have it so we'll want to attack single and attack group. So let's add ourselves a public void. Adjust health. All whole group. double delta, full whole group. So, if we're not hitting the whole group, then we get the first alive enemy. Godot is alive first. Just health filter. So this is for single targets. Now I might want to implement something that hits random targets in a group, in which case it'll probably be I don't know. I just health first and then I just health random. Yeah, could do that. Sippy, here we go. We should have it as alive. It's a field, not a property, that's why. It's the property. Oh, it's down here, apparently. Oh, yeah. Below current health. Of course it would be there. Okay. Enemy group for just health. Maybe if we could add another one called random as well. Yeah, just health random, then we can just say how many times we want to do it. Else for each. Oh, there you go, sis. Else for each. Enemy in enemies. Enemy dot adjust health delta. Okay. For adjusting energy, probably not. For the time being, I'll probably want to have a proper think about what I'd want to. But yeah, have a think about what I want to. I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing? I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was wanting to have a think about how I'm going to handle enemy actions, set their behaviors, that sort of thing. So our actually have enemy tests, so the test is cancel. So what instead of doing this, we can just do enemies, not just health. False. And again. That's the other thing, and then yes, each one dies. Finally, if everyone's all dead, then yeah, sequence contains no elements. Of course it wouldn't. Right. So maybe if we want to... thing is, I've already implemented those kill animations in Unity. But... thing is... yeah, but thing is, you can't... I still need to port them over to Godot. Okay... what to do? So we've set our is alive thing, and then if alive to do death. So yeah, you can see a lot of death. How long have I been shooting? Just coming up to 2 hours. Okay, how am I going to roll this? I'll implement this death mechanic just as sort of a placeholder, and then we might do some roulettes on Final Fantasy, who knows. Okay. So, thing is, in Unity we're creating a sprite FX and I want to play an animation on there, but the only thing is that we... let's just have it fade out for the time being, and then we can go from there. So, want to add an animation player node. Then okay, we'll create an animation and we'll call it def placeholder. Add a property track so our sprites modulate. It doesn't have children, so we can just use modulate instead of self-modulate, and have it over a second? Yeah, we'll have it last a second and then we'll take a look. So, insert a keyframe here and a keyframe here, and probably another keyframe in the middle. So this at the beginning, and then once we go to inspector node, keep it normally like that, and then at half time we will boop, liberty block, have it a bit more dark. CF0000. Maybe just add a smidgen more. Come on, there we go. Then we take this. It's the same, right? It looks the same. Yes, so yeah, I wanted to make it sure that this keyframe it doesn't miraculously go straight over to white on there. So we play it. This easing thing. I set this linear, alright. 0.6. No. 0.7? Yes, so this... Ah, right. Play now. I don't want it to bloody loop. Ah, here we go. Looping block. Okay, that's normal. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. Well, this is a placeholder. So we'll also want the health bar to fade out at the same time. Then want to add a property track. Our health bar. Modulate. Add a keyframe at the same point as where it starts to go out. So this is 0.35. Add another key here. Put its alpha all the way to 0. Now if we play this. What the frick? Oh, I've got it the wrong bloody... This modulate value is for white. This, 1.7, yes. This is going down like that, and now if we play it... I don't know. Maybe we're going to have it a bit more dramatic. Like... I don't know. But yeah, we want to play the thing up, so get node. It's an animation player. Dot play. String name, and that would be def underscore place holder. Right, so if we go back into our enemy test scene and play it, and that should also save the enemy. Yes, it does. Okay, it's being a bit... Here. So we open up our enemy group, and it's still... If we save it, it's still... No, if we save it... Don't duplicate the fucking animation player. Get this, right? And now they're saved. Cycle sprites. Enemy test, not enemy group scene. There are definitely some changes that I'd make to the... Definitely some changes that I'd want to make to... Yep. Maybe if once someone if one of them dies, we'll have to rearrange them. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Yeah, we'll leave that to-do message in there because we do need to re-implement the kill effects. So for now, I probably want to take a bit of a break and do some roulettes on Final Fantasy. So let me set up Final Fantasy 14, the stream thingy, and hopefully. Oh no, wait! I don't have the bloody OBS set up for FF14. Do I? I do not. Unfortunate. Okay. Okay. How do I want to roll this? Okay, I'll stop streaming, then I'll set up my scene, and then I'll go back on streaming, and then I'll stream again for part 2. So, or I could just not do the, or I could just keep going now and then do the roulettes later. All right. So, enemy behaviors. I'll definitely probably want to think about it off stream because I'll be doing a lot of umming and ahhing and scribbling about on pen and paper. So that wouldn't be too good. Is there anything else that I can do? So we have our dungeon tile, we have our dungeon generator. This is the... Yes, so this would be the dungeon generator. Run this and then it will be the same as testing it. But there isn't testing it because... reasons. Dungeon core generate floor. And it's broken for some reason because of course it's broken. Why wouldn't it be broken? Dungeon generator.tson. No, that's the thing that I have open. It's dungeon. It's this one. Right. Dungeon tile 56. That's broken. I close all of these because we're doing something else now. I double click that and it opens it in the editor, not the external editor, because Godot's being Godot for some reason. Close all the other scenes. Why did I do this? No, I don't want that. I want dungeon generator. No, what was it? Dungeon tile? That was the one. Dungeon tile got set edge, so system null reference to session opposite reference is not set to 56, line 56. Where are we? Here, set edge here, and of course the reference to things fails because we can't have nice things. Dungeon generator, so that's the real thing I want. 97. Set edge free mode side dungeon tile.edge type value. But this, we're going to dungeon tile. Edges side equals side edge. Ready has our edges, but those edge types. No, they're edge types, which is a enum. Edges side equals edge type, and then we rendered line 56 was it? So it is this one, which means that they're being instantiated here. And oh god, of course, I need to set them in the inspector or preload them or whatever the bloody hell you want to do. Okay, okie doke. Yeah, this isn't being called, so to export these. And of course, because enums aren't exported, because why would the fuck would they be? Edges. Oh, so yeah, we can export an enum, but it can't export an array of enum values because that makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm guessing we'll have to initialize it right here instead of on ready. There we go. This is okay. So I'll call it from where? Okay, so if we also, I have this dungeon test set to main. I know I should have probably created a separate dungeon test scene, but we still have it. It's still the same. I'm setting this to be a deep thing, but that's instantiated then the tile edges side. No, it is at line 56. So these renderers, those aren't those still aren't showing. So if we do instantiate it, that does instantiate the whole scene, but does it instantiate the walls? No, the walls are part of the scene. If it does get instantiated, we're not. So instantiate it and then cast it to a dungeon tile. That's all well and good. So this has been instantiated. So instead of preloading, instead of setting this here, we change this to a. Okay, so we make this a property. Down here. See if the rename works now. Or shift enter. Yes. Oop. Okay, that's fine. So in which case, we'll just want a getter. And then we can say that, yeah, this is a little trick I learned in Unity. So if the render field is null, if the render field's null, then render would be this. And then we can just return render, safe in the knowledge that it won't be null, barring some in-engine shenanigans that I'm not aware of. Okay, now let's try these changes. So if we reload, generate the floor, please be something different. It's not different at all. It's, oh wait, no, it is something different. It's still a null preference, but it's on dungeon floor this time. This last line's 61, so tiles hasn't been instantiated. Why hasn't it been instantiated? Ugh, why is this a thing? Okay. This is actually a very simple fix. We can just do the same thing. If our tiles are null, then we'll initialize it to, yeah, I haven't programmed an initialization thing at all in here, so no wonder it was a no wonder it was throwing that. Length X. Okay. Of course, turn our tiles. And also, we'll plonk it in on ready as well. So yeah, if we haven't initialized it before, then do it on ready because constructors are a thing and the packed scenes of this and because blah blah blah. Okay. So yeah, it instantiates a... I mean... Normally I'd want to pull the objects, but in reality you're not going to be able to. Because the dimensions of each thing aren't known until runtime. You can't preload it on run, or... You could preload it if it was a tool, but that's just... more trouble than it's worth. This, I mean, this is going to be only called in the dungeon generation process, which, yeah, you would expect to create to take quite a while, so it's probably not gonna be too much. Number one, dungeon floor add tile. Line 71. Okay. Okay. It's out of range. Ah. Because these haven't been bloody set yet, bloody wazzock. Ah! Wait, what? I can't... I do set the dimensions of this thing, right? Where's the bloody... dungeon floor? Where's the dungeon floor? Dungeon floor, generated floor equals dungeon floor, and I don't bloody initialize the dimensions. Because why would I initialize the dimensions? Because you're a shit programmer. Ugh. Okay. Fortunately, I don't need to... Fortunately, this is a thing with a getter anyway, so it's not too much of a pain in the arse. Man, I miss Visual Studio. I miss the auto indent. Yeah, I know there are docs for Godot that let you work with Visual Studio, but you need sort of external tool and that... Yeah, I mean... I'll probably have a look at it again when I'm not completely fried from God knows what. So our set would be length x equals value dot x, capital X. That's another pitfall I fell into. Godot's C# actually capitalizes their properties, which I'm eternally grateful for, but of course the muscle memory of working with Unity when pretty much anything goes with that. But fortunately, I know now, capitalize your damn bloody X's and Y's. It's also in GD script, they're not capitalized, the X and the Y for a vector 2, which is I mean, I can kind of understand that you're following GD script conventions, but it's still a right bloody what they call it, beginner's trap. I mean, I hate using the word beginner's trap because it sounds like bloody DSP, but can't really think of anything other. And I haven't set the bloody equals new dungeon floor, right? This dungeon floor is a node though. Why have I called dungeon floor equals new dungeon floor, but I don't want to dungeon floor, generated floor, so I want to generate a new dungeon floor, but I don't want the dungeon floor, so that there's a add child generated floor. If I do that, I am going to... This is definitely the wrong thing, and I think that if anybody who is actually experienced with Godot is looking at my code right now, they're going to have an aneurysm, so... Oh well. Objects initialization could be simplified. No, fuck you. I ain't simplifying shit. So this is our generator, and then we generate the floor. And as expected, there's an error. Tile 00 already exists. That's a custom one. Which means that I haven't set the tiles position as well as the... Yes, this is a custom one. Because God forbid you actually code something right the first time. Tile equals generate tile, its grid. I haven't set its position. I've set its normal position, but I haven't set its grid position, because why would you set its grid position? And blah blah blah. You're useless. I mean, I'm useless, not you. Okay, let's see what we're doing now. Please be something different. Tile 9 and 1 already exists. Okay. Okay. 9-1. This generate tile. Tile to grid position, and that's the grid position. Tile position equals grid position equals to candidate tiles. Candidate tiles equals from surrounding tiles. So those grid positions are there. But the room hasn't been shown. I'm confused. Hang on. See if we can... Total tiles we don't need. So the dimensions is being set, and then this new dungeon floor is also being set, but... So it's... Hang on. I think we're going to have to run through this the old-fashioned way. A console printing shotgun. You love to see it. ition.y. the fuck are you? Okay, generate that. Have a look at the debugger. Don't close this. Script here. Close that. Do not save because it's already saved here. And create a time at 9.1. And then, but it already exists. But it doesn't because this is the first time that tile 9.1 has been created. You won't believe this, watchers. You would not believe this at all. But this generation of script actually worked once upon a time. Okay, so our grid position tile is that, but the grid position, no, don't want that. Floor tile number, then the grid position is here. So our dungeon floor, so it's when we're adding it to our floor. Which, if I can have a look at our stack trace, would you let me look at the stack trace, please, without opening the old thing in the built-in editor? Add floor, dungeon floor, add tiles, dungeon floor, see if this dungeon generates. Okay, so it's in generator. So we generate floor, add tile. So it's actually this that's being called on line 51. Room gets added to the tile and the add tile. So dungeon floor, if we add a tile there, idx equals tile.grid position. If not overwrite, which is correct. If tiles idx x or an idx y is not null, then because I charted and then the oh God. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? I might want to add a remove. No, I don't really have any. We're not testing remove tiles yet, and then this is the new one. Oh, let's go on this reload. Of course this thing opens. Of course it bloody opens, because why wouldn't it open? It's a play, please. Okay, we've got stuff being generated, but there's another bug. 9.1, 8.1, and 8.1, and that's going to be, of course, it already exists. So, why? I thought I added a check so that the bartender dies because room surrounding tiles where X is inbound X and 2 rate. So this should not. This should not show because this has been added to room, and then we re-get the surrounding tiles, which means that the bug is here. So surrounding tiles because ordinary directions dot select output equals union with surrounding tiles. There's no subtraction of the current tiles because why would there be? Okay. So this is that, but before that we need to subtract hello? Remove. And then we remove our tiles. Remove range? No. Hash set vector 2i does not contain a remove range. Oh, hang on. Vector 2. To Google I go, because why else would you? Right. C#. Oh yeah, I don't. Hang on. I just realised that I do not want to show my. Realised I do not want to show my search history. But of course, advanced scene switch is broken. Pause. There we go. There's our hotkey again. And thank you. Yeah, I don't want to show that other thing. Where the hell am I going? What the hell am I doing? My brain cell is running on fumes at the moment. Oh yes, C# hash set. Okay. Hash set. This one example how to merge two disparate sets. That's not what I want. How to merge two. How to merge two disparate sets. No, I don't want to merge them. I want to subtract. Here we go. Oh, except with. Is this it? This is it. Removes all elements in the special location. Okay. So it's not remove, it's except with. Because I have to be a bloody ponce. You'd think, though, that... Huh. No, output except with, yes. No, of course it's a hash set. It doesn't allow duplicates. It does allow tiles that are already that are generated but aren't in the surrounding things. What the fuck is wrong now? Okay. That's actually tiles.select X. Next grid position. You can tell I'm a newbie streamer because I'm not used to talking this much. So that's probably, fingers crossed, knock on wood, fixed it. Okay, so we've generated a lot of rooms, but we've run into a bit of a problem. See, these aren't being labelled. Okay, so we're creating tiles at 91, 81, 82, 80, 70, 83, 71, 60, 60, and then it would create it at 60. That's because this surrounding tiles, it doesn't go for, you know, not surrounding rooms. What the hell am I talking about? Surrounding tiles that are already a part of a different room. That's what I meant. This is a dungeon generator problem. So room surrounding tiles where? So this is an enumerable. So because we're using more things, it'd be better just organize them like this. So remove. No. No. No, our tiles to generate, that's good. I generated floor, so our dungeon floor. Thing is, our tiles are already in here, but we don't have Or do we? Okay. I think... Can we remove from a 2D... Is a 2D array enumerable? I'd assume it is. Oh, only one way to find out. Accept... No, it's not accept, but remove... generated floor dot tiles. Of course. Wait, what? Collection should remove T-Car Huh? Huh. Remove range, maybe? Cannot convert from dungeon to system generic library rule to 2 items tiles. And I can't select it there because apparently they aren't. Can I? No. Oh, actually. Where T is not null. Ah, yes, okay. Can't generate from a 2D array. Just can't. Okay, but I am going to need to okay, I know what we could do. We can add the generated tiles over into memory and then... Yeah, okay, so... New list of dungeon tiles. And... Yeah, they're just going to contain references, so it's not going to completely brick people's RAM. So instead of all this rubbish, we can put in generated tiles. Okay. And we do need to convert it to an array because we want to get random from it. There should be something in linked that lets you sample a random thing from an enumerable. Or maybe not. Whatever. We can convert it to an array and then access by index. So we... Woo. I also know what's wrong, because this tile show debug was only put into the base tile of each room. So if we do this as well, the thing is, what if instead we did something on tiles to generate, but then we would... No, that's overcomplicating things. Okay. We're still running into problems. I think it's the same bug as before. Yeah, it's trying to create 6 and 0 twice. That's because generated tiles we haven't added to them. You bloody nana. Okay. You know what, screw it, let's do it with complicated things, so we want to accept. No. Instead of accepting, we intersect. Tiles to generate, dot select. Wait, hang on. Tiles to generate, enumerable range of the. Yeah, okay. Tile to grid position. In. Tile to grid position. In. There we go. Yeah, so we don't need to bring in this. If you're looking at this and thinking it's speculative, that's because it is. I had to adapt it from Unity. Because yeah, I was in the middle of developing this, and then Unity give their big ask, shall we say, and yeah, I decided, oh fuck it, I'm going to Godot because yeah, you can't argue down from that. Well, you can argue down from that position, but it's just if you do argue down from that position, you know, a reasonable arguing down from that position would still be taking the piss. Okay. We've come to another one now. Attempted to divide by 0 in Dungeon Generator 60. What? Candidate tiles count. Ah, so if this is okay, fine. If our candidate tiles, yeah, if there are no more candidate tiles, if there are no more candidate tiles, if it's empty, then we can just break. Yeah, if there's no candidate tiles and there's no candidate tiles, there's we leave the room as is. Before I forget, this show debug, it's not. Grid position to tile grid position. This is a hulking monstrosity. If you haven't known already. There we go. That's actually fairly good. So yeah, we've generated our rooms, and we sort of know where the boundaries of each room. Next thing we want to do is set the room walls. But I've been streaming for 2 and 3/4 hours. I think I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to set up, a quick stream break, do my roulettes, and then if I'm feeling a bit more refreshed at the end of it, I'll come back. So, see y'all for now, I suppose.